It is a 12 Days of Sporting Christmas.
Ooh.
On backseat coaches, Boswell gave to Ben a hard quiz that he could play. It's 12 days of Christmas, but sport theme for a change. Let's hear it this Christmas Day. So it's based on the song 12 Days of Christmas. We're going to do them in reverse. So it's 12 and then 11 and then blah, blah, blah. Let's get going, shall we? It's all sportsy questions. So 12, do you know what 12 is in 12 Days of Christmas?
No, not at all.
No, it's real hard.
5 gold rings.
Yeah, you'll be there when we get that far.
12.
12.
Oh, 12 maids of milking? No.
That is one, but it's
7.
not 12. It is 12 drummers drumming.
Of course.
So
yeah, that'd really piss you off on Christmas Day.
It would, wouldn't it? 12 of them.
Yeah.
You're bloody so noisy. Stop it. Quit it, Dad. Dads, I guess.
Yeah.
12 dads around my house. Which of these sports burns more calories per hour than drumming in a rock band, according to a 2008 study? Is it badminton, tennis, or rollerblading?
Only one of them.
Only one of those burns more calories than drumming it in a rock band. So this is if you are an actual professional rock band drummer. This is what the study was on. It was a study on Clem Burke from Blondie.
Oh, okay.
So
not your most...
No, I was going to say that. Not the most energetic band, are they?
But then there are more energetic sports than these three.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Well, I came up with the question. This wasn't what the study was. Is it better to play badminton or be in a rock band? The study was how many calories do you burn in a rock band per hour?
So for the sports, it's per hour as well?
Yes, it's per hour.
Per hour of sport.
At a professional level as well.
Ooh. This is tough. Badminton, the points probably aren't as long, but they're quite frenetic.
Yes, yeah, it's a lot of short jabbing motions. There's not much cardio, but a lot of just
because the Chinese are good at it. You can't say that.
Well, that's how I play anyway. I had to pretend to be Chinese. No, but there's a lot of stamping your feet and stuff. There's a lot of little foot movements that probably take up a lot more energy than you think. Tennis,
you cover more ground.
I've played tennis and it's hard bloody work.
It's not stopping though.
Only if you're good at it.
Well, if you're not good at it, you go get your balls all the time.
Exactly.
You cover a lot more ground.
you got to keep going from the back of the court because you've got no ball boys. Yeah, that's actually true, because when I've played, I've not played with ball boys. So collecting the balls does probably actually take a lot more effort than you think. You got to chase everything, haven't you?
And what was the final one?
The last one is rollerblading.
To what end rollerblading?
I assume this is
hockey or just a race? Or...
I assume it's racing. Though this was just what the website had, was rollerblading. I would assume because it had ice hockey, as hockey, ice, whereas this was just rollerblading. So I'm assuming it's rollerblade racing. Okay.
Based on... why would you choose rollerblading, though, if it weren't that? Why would you put that in there? But they've not been specific enough, and for that, I'm ruling it out.
Ooh.
It's their own fault, even if it's the right answer.
It's your fault, stupid people on this website. I can't remember what the website is.
So I'm going to go, because you cover more ground, tennis.
You're going to go tennis. And you're wrong. It is not tennis. It is rollerblading, apparently. Like you say, I don't know to what end the rollerblading is rollerblading, but apparently you burn 748 calories per hour rollerblading, and it is therefore one of the most calorific or intensive sports you can do. Seems mad to me, but I guess if you are rollerblading for an hour, you're constantly having to rollerblade, don't you? You can't stop. Whereas in tennis and badminton, you do stop while you're in between points and stuff, I suppose. Do you think that's why
guess
it's
so, but
expensive?
maybe. But then, like, surely if you're using an hour of tennis, including the breaks, then you should be then unless rollerblading only exists in an hour-long format, then they must be including the breaks of rollerblading.
Or maybe
as well.
it is like marathon rollerblading.
Well, they should have specified.
They should have, shouldn't they? I'm going to write a letter of complaint. So I'm marking you down on that one, but a bit unfair, I think. No, not the best. Not the best worded. Question 11. Do you know what 11 is?
No. Wait.
No one knows what 11 is. It's too high, isn't it? No one knows what you can't, like, once it gets past about 6, you can't remember those. They're all the same. You'll know it when you hear it. Is 11 pipers piping. Did you know that?
I know of Piper's Piping.
Well, I'm not sure I would have remembered Piper's Piping was in the song. Drummer's Drumming I would remember, but Piper's Piping...
Like when you say Piper's Piping's what you do when you put icing on cakes.
Yeah, that's what they do. They're not playing the pipes.
They just happen to be.
They just happen to be pipers. It's 11 pipers making cakes badly because it's not their job. Question 11 then. Who won the 2019 World Bagpipe Championships?
Oh, good question.
What's the word? Grade 1 MSR division. So it's very specific. There is many, many divisions at the bagpipe.
Grade 1 sounds like the worst.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was thinking this was the best. It's probably the worst, isn't it? In my head, I was like, grade 1, that's got to be the best, isn't it? I think
you've surely heard of these.
You'll know these ones. The Red Hot Chili Pipers. Have you heard of them? It's not them. So is it A, Shotts and Dykehead, Caledonia? Is it B, Field Marshal Montgomery? Or is it C, 78th Fraser Highlanders - Canada?
Well, they sound rubbish, so they'd definitely be at grade 1.
As in you literally have heard them and they sound rubbish. They're playing them upside down.
So the grade 1 championships, I didn't realise there was like, you could do your grading at a championship.
Normally, I assume this is people who've they've passed the grade 1 test. And
I got grade 1 trumpet. Is that
grade 1's not that hard, is it?
Was I at a championship?
Maybe you should have been. Did you try?
I think I won it. Yeah. I was the only one there.
This is in your bedroom. Championship.
I can even play the fanfare when I win.
Exactly. Got a bugle as well, haven't
you? This is. Are they all real, or have you made some of them?
They're all real, and they all competed this year in the Grade 1 MSR division. I can give you that.
MSR?
Don't know what MSR means. No idea. Mid Scotland region.
One's from Canada.
Not that then. Damn it! I thought I got it, but I actually did look at some facts about this. There are 220 different bands that participate across the championships.
I guess anyone can compete in Grade 1, though.
Yeah, I guess just pass your grade 1. But over a quarter of them are from overseas. But that does mean that 75% of them are from Scotland. So
yeah, it sounds about right.
It does sound about right, doesn't it?
Oh, can you imagine the warm-up area?
Oh, it'd be awful. There's so many people with earplugs, 6 earplug sets on top of each other.
Everybody just playing We Are the Champions.
At different intervals as well, so it still sounds rubbish.
I'm gonna go the second one.
Yeah, Field Marshal Montgomery.
He sounds good.
He does, doesn't he? And he is. He was a champion.
He's grade 1 good.
Grade 1 MSR good. Yeah. I did notice actually because there was 2 grade 1 divisions even, and some of these names are on both. So I assume they've gone into both. I don't know.
Different sizes of bag.
Different sizes of bag. Yeah, but what about the bagpipes? Yeah. But you got it right. Well done. That was a good one. Question 10. Do you know what 10 is?
Lords of Leaping.
You got it. That's good. I was going to say you'll know this one, and you do. Very good. So, 10 Lords of Leaping. Why is Lords, the cricket ground, called Lords?
Real posh, innit?
Real posh, mate.
Point.
Tick. Move on. Is it A, it was named after its founder, Mr. Thomas Lord? Is it B, it was built next to a cemetery where only the nobility were buried? Or is it C, you originally had to be a peer to get a ticket to go and watch the cricket?
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Ooh.
But also sounds too obvious.
I
like the cemetery one.
Yeah.
Because it's not even built on the cemetery, just next to it.
Next to.
Who's in that cemetery? You know, lords and stuff.
Some lords and that. Well, that's quite good, actually. Put it over the door.
Lords, bracket, not the cemetery.
Brackets, cemetery next door.
Loads of people just all in black.
There's hearses pulling up outside all the time. Oh, you are next door, mate. Loads of cricketers just playing their headstones.
Just playing amongst the tombs. That used to be the Nets.
Yes, that's good. They usually are next door, aren't they?
So I do like that one.
Yeah.
Also sounds now we've made fun of it. Sounds too silly.
Could be too silly, couldn't it? It does sound like the sort of silly thing that I would make up, doesn't it?
Does.
But did I?
Or Tom Lord?
Or is it named after Tommy Lord? Big Tommy Lord.
Who was Tom Lord? Do we know anything about it?
The bloke who made the cricket ground, isn't it? I assume he's like an architect or something.
Suspicious. Nah, they wouldn't name it after the architect. Surely not.
Well, maybe he's the builder then. I don't know.
Cricket's too posh for that.
But architects are posh.
Yeah, but...
You wouldn't name it after the builders, would you? Big Dave's ground. Sketchy Dave.
But, like, the Oval and the Rose Bowl...
The Oval's called the Oval because it's an oval, isn't it? It's just a shape.
But no...
The Rose Bowl's really new.
But none of them are named after the person who built them or designed them.
No, that's true. Old Trafford, Trent Bridge. That's named after a bridge.
Not even the person who designed the bridge.
No, just a bridge. Unless Trent Bridge was his name. Trent Bridge. I named after myself.
After myself. What do you call this? I call it Trent. Trent Bridge. Just Bridge. Trent.
My name's Trent. What?
I'm gonna go with the last one.
You think you had to be a peer to get a ticket? And you are wrong. It was named after its founder, Tommy Lord. Old Mr. Thomas Lord.
Founder.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Founder is what it said. I don't know whether that's...
Maybe like the benefactor. The person with the money.
Possible, yeah. Apparently he built 3 different grounds that were all called Lords.
Yeah.
And this is the third one. The first 2 were shit. So the second one, apparently, they played for a year and were like, "This is total shit. I'm not playing here anymore." And then went to this one.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah, and apparently it was because first match was in 1814 at Lord's Cricket Ground, 200 years old, and it also has a real tennis court in the grounds. So we go and play real tennis after we talked about it all those years ago.
Rather than fake tennis.
Bloody lawn tennis. Boo. Question 9. Do you know what 9 is?
No.
It's rubbish, this one. It's 9 ladies dancing. There's no alliteration or anything. Just ladies dancing. Ladies... Maybe that was all that ladies could do when this film was written.
Yeah, they're only allowed to dance at Christmas as well.
Oh, yeah. It's a Christmas present for them. You may go out and dance once and then get back in the laundry.
That is one dance.
I'm just going to do something silly. I'm not going to. Question 9. 9 ladies dancing. Gymnastics at the Olympics were women only.
You said that really strangely.
Really what? Seriously?
Strangely. Gymnastics. Good old gymnastics.
Gymnastics is named after its founder, Jimothy Nastics. No. Gymnastics at the Olympics were women only until 1928. Is that true or false?
No, surely not.
No? You're going straight in, not even going to explain yourself. Surely not. Couldn't possibly be.
No, like, boys could do everything first. Wrongly, but it was always like
even gymnastics though.
Yeah,
gymnastics are seen as like a women's sport though, isn't it?
I guess so, but for a time, like, you had strong men in like circuses and stuff.
That's true.
Doing balancing.
Yeah, like acrobats and stuff.
Yeah, I think it was probably seen as quite. I reckon at one point it was seen as very manly
to be a gymnast.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Yeah.
So I'm going false.
You've gone false. And you are right. Well done. It is true. Women weren't allowed to do gymnastics until 1928. That was the year that they introduced women into it. Women weren't allowed to do most things in the Olympics, to be honest, until that sort of time.
Yeah.
The first woman to be in the Olympics was in 1900. She was Helen de Portales was the first female Olympic champion. She was the Olympic champion in sailing. Women were allowed to do like sailing and archery and golf. Would you believe women were allowed to do golf, and like tennis and golf were the first individual disciplines that women were allowed to compete in?
And yet now golf is one of the worst. Yeah,
golf is
inclusion.
One of the most backwards sexist sports. Very interesting that golf was in the Olympics in the first place. I guess it's quite interesting that has happened again recently, hasn't it? But it was out for a long time. So yes, you got that one right. Well done. Question 8. Do you know what 8 is?
No.
Maids a milking. You already said it.
I thought I was 7.
No.
What's 7 then?
Ooh, gotta start thinking. 8 maids a milking. Gianmario Girardi broke the world record for cow milking in 2 minutes in Italy in 2014. How much did he milk? Is it A, 8.7 pints? Is it B, 8.7 litres? Or is it C, 8.7 gallons?
Oh, surely not.
The gallons?
Yeah.
How big is a gallon?
There's a lot in it.
Is it? I don't know. I'm not very good on imperial units. But yeah, it probably is quite big. It's more than a litre, isn't it? Because when you say miles per gallon, you get less miles per gallon than you do. No, more miles per gallon than you do miles per litre.
Yes.
Yeah. So it must be more than a litre.
Your cow would be empty.
You trained me. 8 pints, 8 litres or 8 gallons. 8 gallons, yeah, that does sound like a lot, doesn't it?
So 8.
But this is the world record.
8 pints. Or 8 litres.
I can visualise 8 points because 4 pointers are about that big. So 2 4 pointers next to each other.
Yeah.
8 litres.
8 litres.
What, they're like 2 litre bottles? No, they're 1.5 litre bottles, aren't they?
Yeah.
So it'd be 6 of them?
4.
Not quite 6 of them. 7. No, 5, sorry.
So, yeah. 5 and a bit. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's an awful lot. I'm going to go in 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes. Remember, this is the world record for the most ever.
Let's go litres.
You think 8.7 litres?
Yeah.
And you are right. It is 8.7 litres, which is a lot, isn't it? That's a lot to get out of a cow. That's how many points is that? Because 4 points is 2 litres, isn't it? No, it's not even, is it? 1 point something litres. So it's like hundreds of points. Who knows? Many. I can't do the maths. Double it, probably. But it's a lot of points of milk. Everyone's having stuff on their cereal after that, don't they? But the interesting thing that I found out was that the previous champion refused to compete at the one in 2014 because he suspected the cows of doping. I guess not the cows of doping, but the cows of being doped.
But why is that a problem?
Because they would produce more milk.
Yeah, but if he knows which cows have been doped, just pick that cow.
You take your cow with you. This was Giraldo's or Gianmario's cow.
Oh.
So he didn't really break the record, really, did he? It was the cow broke the record.
Yeah.
But yeah, you take your cow with you.
I see.
And so the organisers were very like, oh no, we do extensive testing on the cows, but the previous champion was not impressed.
For a fair test, you really should be milking the same cow.
You think so, yeah. But then the same cow would just be dead by the end. I can't give any more.
So you do it one competitor
per day,
or per year.
Per year.
Let the cow fill up again.
That's how long it takes, is it?
I don't know.
How do you think we get so much milk out all the time? Once per year, thank you. No, go out and roam in the fields and
roll around.
Do something, I don't know. Get milkier.
There's been those mini milks.
Mini milks, little ice cream. They got cows on them. Whoa! You've broken the code.
Doping.
You've been feeding that one mini milks. Cheaters. It's like the Da Vinci Code.
They've been feeding that one full size milks.
Cheater. They're only supposed to be mini. Question 7. Do you know what 7 is? You worked it out yet? You remembered?
Prancers prancing.
It is not Prancers prancing. It is 7 swans a swimming.
Is that even a thing?
No. Prancers out of the reindeers, isn't it?
Yeah.
7 swans a swimming. Swansea, the football team, are nicknamed the Swans, but what are they also known as?
Shit. Point.
Tick. Move on. No, it is. Is it A, the Daves, B, the Jacks, or C, the Andes?
Because it's really hilly in Swansea.
Yeah, it's an uphill battle. Talking to an uphill battle, isn't
it? Do you know why any of these names exist? The Daves.
I know what the real one is. I don't know about the others. Well, I mean, I could make it up if I wanted to, but...
The Daves, because they're all called Dave.
Yep, that'd be it.
They're Welsh. Yep.
Davith.
That sounds about right.
Dave's not a really Welsh name, though, is it? Davith is, but...
Dave. They're all called David.
Dave. Oh, yeah, that's true. But, yeah, David is like the Welsh version.
Yeah.
But, yeah, still, yeah. That is churchy. St. David. Yeah, St. David. Maybe that's what it is after.
The Daves.
Named after the St. David.
And the stadium was built by Big
Thomas
Dave.
Big Dave the Builder. Oh, we built it and we better name ourselves after it, haven't we? It's only right.
So the Daves, the Jacks.
The Jacks.
The Andes.
I assume the Jacks is after, that game where you have to bounce the ball and pick up the Jacks.
Ah.
Invented in Swansea, wasn't it?
They were lads. Jack the lads.
Jack the lads, could be.
They put on a good game of football and then steal all your chips.
Yep. They do that. So
that's a given.
Yeah, I mean it's accurate. So
I don't know. I like the Daves.
You like the Daves?
Yeah.
And you're wrong. No one's called the Daves. It is the Jacks. They're called the Jacks. And there are 2 theories as to why this is. The one theory is that it is because of the reputation of the local sailors who were called Jack Tars, apparently, from the 1800s.
Okay.
The other theory is that it's after a black retriever dog called Swansea Jack, who rescued 27 people from drowning in the Towie in the 1930s. That's quite interesting, isn't it? I hope it is after the dog, because that is proper. That is a real good, real good effort, rather than just some sailors.
It'd be better if you saved the football team.
That would it's 27, so it could have
been the squad.
The whole squad just fell in, just falling.
All reaching for the football. They kick the football in the river.
That's what it was. I'm going in after it. Oh well, he's in trouble. I better go in after him. There's a chain reaction.
There's a dog watching.
Idiots. Idiots. Question 6. Do you know what 6 is?
Ooh. It's right before the good one.
The really good one. It's coming up next. You're going to get excited soon.
No.
It is 6 geese a laying.
Of course it is.
We got that one again, though, really.
Of course it is.
So which of these teams has embarrassingly never scored at a Football World Cup, therefore registering a goose egg? Goose egg, good. You see? I was quite pleased with that one.
A goosey goose.
A goosey goose. Is it A, Canada? Is it B, Wales? Or is it C, South Africa?
Never scored.
They have never scored at a Football World Cup.
South Africa?
In the men's, I will say.
South Africa were like the first host nation to go out at the group stage. To go out without winning. Or without getting a point. But I think they scored.
Did they, though? That was quite a famous thing, wasn't it? When was that? 2006? Is that the South African one?
Canada barely make it to the World Cup.
So
they might have got there accidentally.
Just once.
Yeah.
Whoops.
They might have hosted.
No, they might. What are we doing here? I'm going to play hockey. That's why they didn't score.
Yeah.
Wearing skates.
Wales, surely they've scored. Surely.
Would they, though?
Would they?
They're not very good, are they?
No, they're not.
No, they're not. Fine.
Tough. Because, like the South African one sticks out, but I don't think it was for not scoring a goal. I think it was for not getting a win or not getting a point. I think they scored. Or did they?
Or did they?
They probably scored at a different one, though.
Could have done. How many did they get to, though? I guess they are they were quite good at football, weren't they, in the 90s?
Yeah.
That sort of time, 2000s. Roger Miller, was he them? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Roger Miller isn't South Africa, is
No, he's not. They had a striker, though, didn't they, who played in England. What was his name? Something. McCarthy. No. Who knows? He definitely played in England. I think he played for Fulham. Yeah, he probably knows.
I'm going to go... Oh, this is too tough.
Good question, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to go... I'm torn between South Africa and Canada. Let's go Canada.
And you are right, it is Canada, which is brilliant because there's Canadian geese, isn't there?
Yeah.
Canadian goose eggs. You're right, they very rarely qualify for the World Cup, but they did accidentally qualify in 1986. They had 3 games in the groups and lost all 3. They lost 1-0 to France, 2-0 to Hungary, and 2-0 to the Soviet Union. They had 4 players in their squad at that World Cup who did not have a club. And their captain had retired from football the year before, so they were not really prepared to play the World Cup.
Well, find some footballers quickly.
Like I looked into a couple of their players, and like their Wikipedia history is like 1982 played a season with this professional team. Never again did they play. It was very sparse, so they're not big soccer fans, are they, in Canada?
No.
And yeah, it makes sense that they would never score. Well done. So you are currently 4 from 7. Doing
Not
pretty
bad.
well. So we're into the good stuff now. Number 5. 5 gold rings.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
You forgot. Which of these NBA stars has exactly 5 championship rings to their name? Is it A, Shaquille O'Neal? Is it B, Scottie Pippen? Or is it C, Kobe Bryant?
5.
Yeah, exactly 5.
Kobe.
Straight
Famously named after my cat.
Yes, that's right. Sort of like a homonym of your cat. You going with Kobe?
No.
Oh. You just wanted to say it.
Yeah.
It is fun to say, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm going Shaquille.
You reckon Shaq?
Yeah.
You are wrong. Shaq only got 4 gold rings.
No.
Scottie Pippen got 6. And it was Kobe. You should have gone with your first instinct. Kobe Bryant won 5 championships. So you got that one wrong. Question 4. Do you know what 4 is?
4.
It's quite hard. 4.
You know, do-do-dos.
Yeah, the
4
do-do-dos. It is 4 calling birds. It is. It's hard, isn't it? I thought I'd know them by now.
I know 1 and 2.
Do you? You don't even know 3?
No.
Oh, 3's a good one. Question 4 then is 4 calling birds. Which game was the first game to be called by a female commentator on Match of the Day? Therefore, a calling bird. It's a bit...
Get it?
It's a bit obscure, that one.
Yeah.
A bit of a stretch, but well. Is it A, Fulham versus Blackburn? Is it B, Charlton versus Sheffield Wednesday? Or is it C, Blackpool versus Ipswich? Now, they've given the real, like, cream of the crop stuff to do, no matter which of these it is.
What do we have? Blackburn versus...
Fulham, Charlton, Sheffield Wednesday, or Blackpool versus Ipswich?
I'll go... Blackpool v Ipswich. When would that have been? Both in the Championship, probably. Blackpool.
It was on Match of the Day, so it wouldn't have been a Championship game. It could have been an FA Cup game, though, couldn't it?
Could have been.
They quite often have a lot of games on the FA Cup as well, so they might need extra commentators.
But if it was Premier League, so match of the day, Fulham wouldn't have played Blackburn. That was many years ago. Like, Blackburn haven't been in the Premier League for years.
No, did they come back up at one point? They went down, didn't they? A long time ago, like early 2000s. Did they come back up for a year?
I don't know.
Gamps Pedersen? I feel like he played for Blackburn. Morton Gamps Pedersen. Don't know why that name just sticks in my head. And I think Blackburn were in the Premiership for a very short time again. But I can't think who their manager would have been.
No.
Do you want me to tell you the year that this was in?
Yeah, go on then.
It was in 2007. The 21st of April 2007. So it would have been late in the season as well.
Yeah. I'm going Blackpool Ipswich.
I think it was Blackpool versus Ipswich. And you were wrong. It was Fulham versus Blackburn. I'm not sure if it is in the Premier League. It was just on Match of the Day. Yeah. That's all I know. So whether it was an FA Cup game or... I think Blackburn did get back up into the Premier League, but I do think of them as a shit team who went down and never came back up. Like Leeds, who are going to come back up this year, aren't they?
Potentially.
They're looking good for it. And they are the classic of those, aren't they? The team that were great shit, and then real shit, descended. Question 3. So you've got those last 2 wrong. Yeah. So you're 5 from 9? 9, yeah, 5 from 9. Yeah. 4 from 9. 4 from 9. Giving you extra marks. So question 3. 3 is...
3 French hens.
3 French hens. You got there. And do you know what this question is going to be about?
French football.
Sort of.
French things.
It is about what do Le Coq Sportif mostly sponsor players from currently? Which sport?
Oh.
Is it cycling, tennis, or darts? Now, I got this information from going on their website and clicking on We Sponsor These People button.
And
counting how many they had. So it may not be entirely accurate, but blame their website. These are the ones that they promote as their sponsees.
They love their tennis. They love Roland Garros anyway.
French or Le Coq Sportif specifically?
French. So, by extension, Le Coq Sportif.
I mean, they are French, so...
but they also love their cycling.
Tour de France. French people. Well, who's a French cyclist? I can't think of any.
There are loads of them, but they don't win anything.
But they're not very good.
Yeah.
Awkward. So maybe they wouldn't want to sponsor them. Or maybe they do sponsor them.
They need all the help they can get. The Coq Sportif is always sort of amongst... sports brand is ranked not far above Reebok.
Yes, it is lower mid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely. That's why I picked them. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Because if it was Adidas or something like that, you'd be like, I know this. It's obvious.
Yeah.
But Le Coq Sportif, I can't think of anyone who's sponsored by Le Coq Sportif. And when I looked at the list, I was like, I don't know, I knew one of the people.
Whoa.
I knew one of them.
What was the final sport?
It's cycling, tennis, or darts.
Darts. Surely not. Surely a sporting brand doesn't want to be associated with
dirty old darts.
Fat men.
But they need performance gear, don't they? For lifting the arms up and throwing real good, stretchy shoulder material.
They also
only on one side.
They want something that will be dry fit.
Yes, they definitely do want that. Yeah,
showing your armpits a lot.
They want to be dry fit all over as well because they're big lads.
And for that reason, I'm going to rule darts out.
Ooh.
I'm going...
Unlucky darts.
Cycling.
You think it's cycling? And you're wrong. It's tennis. You're right to rule darts out. But it is tennis. Yeah, they have some load of rubbish tennis. Well, maybe not be rubbish, but I don't know him. And Richard Gasquet. He is their flagship person. He was first on the list, who I do know. I mean, their first love was cycling. And they do sponsor the yellow jersey. They make the yellow jersey for the Tour de France, but they don't. Well, I couldn't see many cyclists on their website that they post.
Maybe just because in terms of numbers, there are just more tennis players.
Could be. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot, aren't there? But there's a lot. There must be a lot of cyclists as well. The Tour is big, and not all cyclists get to go on the Tour, right? Anyway, Le Coq Sportif also invented the tracksuit. Did you know that?
Did they?
They did, and they called it the Sunday uniform. which I love. I wish it was still called that.
Like you'd wear to church?
I guess so, yeah. They're very religious people, aren't they, the French? So you got that one wrong, unfortunately.
I'm not doing well.
2, you know what 2 is?
Turtle doves.
2 turtle doves.
2 doves that look like tails.
Which of these players has been booked for diving? Dove. Do you see? Getting a bit hard now.
For having doved.
Having doves most. For the most. So this is from the start of 2015 to the start of this season, or the end of last season. It is the player in the Premier League who has been booked the most for diving. Is it A, Wilfried Zaha? Is it B, Dele Alli? Or is it C, Sadio Mane?
Oh.
Tough, isn't it, this?
I don't know if it's because he's dove more or if just when he dives it's higher profile. Dele Alli's name comes up a few times.
They probably, I'd say all of them are kind of known for diving, aren't they?
Yeah.
They were all high on the list, I can tell you that.
I'm going... Divey Alley.
You reckon it's Debbie? And you're wrong, it's not.
Come on.
It is Wilfried Zaha. He was booked 4 times for diving over 3 seasons. It's not that much, is it, really, when you think about it?
Not over 3 seasons, no.
That's the most. He was the most in this study. Which seems like probably the refs have maybe been too lenient, because he must have dived more times than that, surely. Like, just by process of elimination, you think people have dived more than 4 times over 3 seasons. Dele Alli got 3, and Sadio Mane only 2. I was quite surprised by that statistic, to be honest. I thought it would be more.
Yeah.
So last one is partridge in a pear tree. We all know this.
Yep. Which
of these sportsmen do I think is most likely to be a lumberjack in his spare time? Is it A, Marouane Fellaini? Is it B, Jaap Stam? Or is it C, Mike Tyson?
Jaap Stam.
It's straight in. You know me too well, because that is exactly right. Of course it is. He's the only one there I would trust with an axe. You wouldn't give it to Fellaini. He'd chop his own hair off. Probably what happened to him. Yeah, you are right. It is Jaap Stam. I thought that was a nice little question I didn't think you'd get it that quickly, but I thought you might get it right. So you ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 12. It's better than average.
Hooray!
And that's all you can hope for Christmas, isn't it?
Right down my headstone.
That's Christmas for you. Better than average. It's 12 days of Christmas, but brought theme for a change. Let's hear it this Christmas day.